switched my glasses out for the next video. Now, this is okay, so what I'm doing here is, this is just some album stuff, music stuff. I'm gonna list my favorite, double albums. Because the double albums, it's a rarity. It's a rarity. Even today, even back then, it's as rare as good music today. Not to say that there's not good music, it's just not easy to find. Whether it's worth, she has to get a lot of my stuff from trade magazines, which I still get from Uncut magazine. And then I also get my information. Well, I used to get it from record stores, friends, college radio. I don't really listen to radio. This is a college station I listen to. I think it's in Iowa. I don't know. Whatever. So the double album, the big double album, that was a rarity even back then. And there's only so many of them. Well, there's only so many that are good. Well, there's only so many that I like. I got 10 here, 10 that I like. There's some other ones I didn't list. Like, Bob Dylan, I think's got a double album. Fleetwood Mac, Tusk. Not that I have any problem with them albums. One, I don't have them. Two, they're not. I like Fleetwood Mac a lot, and I like Bob Dylan, but they're not of my favorite artists. I got a few albums by them. I'm going to show some honorable mentions here right at the bottom. This is one of the last double albums I can honestly remember singing. I think the Kinks had a double album too, but whatever. M83. This came out in 2010, I think. 2010, I don't know. 2010 or 2012. Double album, great songs on it, good stuff. And then we got Isaac Hayes, Black Moses. This whole package is nuts. This I have just outside the top 10. The only reason I have it outside the top 10, because it's a lot of cover versions. So you lose me with that. I don't know. That's your interpretations of. Look at this. This is the craziest album you ever saw. Look at that. Black Moses, baby. Anyway, it's just there's a lot of cover versions, and I'm not a big cover version person. But the musicianship in here is fantastic. So let's get down to it. Let's get down to the ones that I do have. Now this I don't have on CD. I got on LP. This is an original. This is a Goodbye Yellow Brick Road by Elton John. This has got Funeral for a Friend, Candle in the Wind, Benny and the Jets, Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting, Dirty Little Girl, Your Sister Can't Twist, but She Can Rock and Roll. This is great. This is like a trifold record. It opens up 3 times. But that would be number 10 for me. Probably strictly for Benny and the Jets, man. What are you kidding me? One of his more famous albums, Okay, so that's number 10. Let's jump to number 9. Number 9, here's this one, Donna Summer, Bad Girls. This came out in 79. This was such, as I listened to this recently again, Our Love, the song, wow. Well, it sounds like New Order. This is an electronic, because it's got a lot of Giorgio Moroder. He's a big synth guy. Great synth album. That's number 9. Number 8, we got Electric Ladyland by Jimi Hendrix Experience. The last album that the Jimi Hendrix Experience did. Lots of good stuff came out in, I think, 69. Maybe it was 70. 69, I'm pretty sure. Then we got this little gem from 1995. The Smashing Pumpkins. Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. This is... See, if you're going to put out a double album, make sure you got some good stuff on it. It's not loaded with filler. Right here, right? Good stuff. What else we got? We got Exile on Main Street, 1972. The Rolling Stones recorded in France because they were tax exiles. But anyway, this is a great Rocks Off, Rip This Joint, Tumbling Dice, Sweet Virginia, Torn Ventilator, Blues, the whole album. This is when the Stones were in the 70s in their glory years, man. Okay, so now we're gonna go to 1987. The Cure, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. This is one of the few, at the time, alternative acts. I mean, you didn't see Depeche Mode doing this, you didn't see The Cult doing this, you didn't see U2 doing this. U2 did it, but part of it was a live record. You didn't see it. There's a lot that goes into making sure you have, and then all the singles on here, the outtakes from this record is fantastic, Just Like Heaven on here. A Hot, Hot, Hot. Snake Pit, All I Want. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that was number 5. Okay, so now we go to number 4. Quadrophenia by The Who, which I probably should have mentioned Pinball Wizard. That was probably be an outlier also. It's also George Harrison's All Things Must Pass, but it's like a triple album. You know, it's like a 2.5 album, because one side is kind of just bullshit. Anyway, Quadrophenia. This is a great rock opera story from start to finish. These are things you put on and you listen through as a whole album. Okay, next we have Pink Floyd, The Wall. This came out in 1979. That Quadrophenia is from 73. 1979. Big album, huge album. Total concept album, too. This is the brainchild of Roger Waters, but it wouldn't be anything of what it was without David Gilmour and the rest of the band, too. They're just so intricately part of this. 79. Then we have 1968. This White Box. The Beatles, The White Album. Now you could say this would have been a absolute fantastic single album, but it's not. There's a couple of toss-offs on here, but even them, they're just Beatles, baby. Who cares? 1968. That's my number 2, and my number 1. Physical Graffiti by Led Zeppelin. This is when Led Zeppelin was Led Zeppelin. These were the rock gods, the hammer of the gods. This is when Led Zeppelin ruled rock in 1975. Right here. This right here. This is actually one building superimposed twice. This is in Greenwich Village. I think it's on 8th Street. Anyway, go visit it. But there you go. There's my top 10 with a few outliers, 11, 12, and a few mentions of my double albums. Everybody have a wonderful day.